Hi friends, I'm usually your bibbed bearded biker bro, but today I'm your gardening guy. Welcome to the second installment of gardening on my channel. Welcome to my greenhouse, storage facility, office, library. I mean, it's got it all. I'm a little embarrassed at how messy it is, but we got gardening stuff to do today. Remember last time I made this diagram? It'll probably totally get blown and not be like that. It'll have some semblance of that by the time I'm done. But anyhow, today we are gonna start seeds. Check it out. There's some things you're gonna need if you're starting your seeds inside. One of these little plastic trays. It keeps water from going all over the place when you water. It collects the dirt and inevitably spills. Gonna need some watering cans. Stole this from my wife. You may want some fertilizer. This is what I use. Miracle-Gro New Performance Organics. All-purpose plant nutrition granules. What I do with this is I pour it it'll dissolve in water. So I'm going to fill this up with warm water, let them start dissolving. It will smell like fish turds, so my room will smell like fish turds. It's a price you pay if you want it. You're also going to need containers, lots and lots of containers. I save mine from when I buy more mature plants, and I usually buy a couple every year, and I use them, reuse them until they are completely shot, disintegrated, and then move on. I really like this style for tomatoes. They work really well. I can plant them deep, and then as they grow, tomatoes, the little hairs turn into roots, so as it grows, if you add soil up as you go, it'll give it a bigger root structure. Now I have my fish turd tea brewing. That's what I call it. I don't know if there's actually fish turds in it. It sure does smell like it. So be very careful not to kick that over, or everything will stink. I want to put that over in a safe place, away from my feet, because believe it or not, I'm a large, clumsy fellow. Alright, safe at last. Now, another thing you're going to need, some kind of dirt. This is what I'm using this year. It says organic and natural. Take that for what it's worth. You can put a sticker or label on anything, but in my gardening, I try to use as little chemicals as possible, because I don't want them going into my body, which is part of why I started gardening in the first place. If I grow some of my own vegetables, I know where they came from. It's the same reason people grow their own beef or their own chickens or their own eggs. They know what medicines they've had or not had. You do you. If you want to air raid 7 all over your garden, fine by me. It's your garden. You do you. I do me. I lose plants to rabbits and groundhogs, and when the corn's almost ready, the raccoons usually steal it. I don't mind sharing with the critters, but when they get stingy is when I get aggravated. So that's my bit on pest control, and it's what I do. Usually soap and water, little Dawn or something, little spritz to keep some of the bugs off. I plant lots and lots of marigolds to help keep little critters away. The marigold smell is not appealing to some animals. It acts as a deterrent. Today, I am supposed to plant marigolds. I am supposed to plant... Well, let's go look at the calendar. I'm actually a week behind. Last week, I was supposed to start marigolds, Atlas carrots, and my little eggplants. The Atlas carrots and eggplants are supposed to be good container. This variety I'm going to plant, it's supposed to be good for containers. So we're going to try that. And then today is the 18th of February 2024. I'm going to start my chili and Tabasco peppers and my tomatoes. Next week I will start additional peppers. There's my seed pile. A little sidebar. These are the grow lights I use. They are from Amazon. If you punch in grow lights, there's going to be a bunch of them. They work pretty good for me. Maybe use something different. Some people just use regular shop lights. The important thing is to keep the light very, very close to the plant so they don't stretch out and get leggy, which means tall and skinny and weak. I will plant a lot today because I want a lot of marigolds to line the edge of my garden. It seems like if I get 20% of what I start in here at my table to live for the next March, April, May, the next 3 months, they're going to live in here with a fan, lights, and it's a lot of work. But if 20% make it past transplantation and live out their life in the garden, it's pretty good. Let me know down in the comments if what your estimated rate of survival from seed to the yard to the garden to maturity is. I like to use as large a pot as possible to reduce transplanting. The more I handle plants and transplanting I do, the more I disrupt them, the more work it is, and the more chance I have of breaking one off. These are 4 inchers. I've got 12 in each tray. So I'm going to plant 24 marigolds now. I might do more. That's with the success rate, that's not going to be enough. But my marigolds usually do pretty well. They usually hang on pretty good from here out to the garden. And if not, I go to my local farm store and buy more. I wish you could smell that yummy, yummy dirt. Like I said, I'm a little embarrassed in my room, but it's what I got. So, here's how I do it. Pot in, good scoop of dirt, and repeat that about 24 times. And then, get a seed or 2. A lot of people always put 2 seeds. I don't always put 2 seeds because it pains me to have to clip one out if they both germinate. And bam, pots are full. Now, you will want to get some of the little white name tags because you absolutely will forget. 100% you'll forget what they are. So, me making a video might help this time, but I have from Seeds and Such, which I've had very good luck with, Marigold Cracker Jack mix. These are nice little flowers. They've done well for me in the past. Get you a little handful of seeds, and then one by one, drop it in the middle. Press it just a little, cover it up. That one's done. Now you just got to repeat it a whole bunch more times. Alright, need one of these and a Sharpie. I'll write the variety and then the date. Slide it in there. These are planted. I have not grown these before. They are Marigold Superhero Spry. By writing the date of when you planted, you can go back and check how long it will take to germinate. This one says 7 to 14 days. If it's been 20 days and nothing's popped up, I empty that pot and try again. The marigolds are planted. This year, I'm going to grow Roma tomatoes for slicing and canning. I'm going to grow sun golds. They are very, very sweet, very tasty. My hybrid early dolls I'm going to grow for slicing salads. And then instead of a regular old cherry tomato, I'm growing chocolate pear tomatoes. Chocolate pear tomatoes are amazing. They're shaped like a pear. They get kind of a chocolatey color. They are extremely sweet, delicious. They go good in everything. And I also like Siberian tomatoes. Abe Lincolns are good. But these are some of my favorites to grow. And truth be told, I will probably be at the garden store and I'll probably buy a cherry tomato plant and put in the garden. Because if you're watching this and you garden, you know how it is. There's a couple that need saving every year. So, that's what I do. I will plant these tomatoes in the same way that I planted the marigolds. And so there's not going to be much to see there. But I'll give you a look at the setup when we're all done. I've never grown carrots in a container before. I read these Atlas carrots are really good for containers. It recommends thinning them to 3 inches apart, so I'm just going to plant them 3 inches apart in this big planter I have here. Carrot seeds are pretty small, hard to handle, but anyhow, we're going to give it a shot this year. Usually once a year I try a plant that I have never used or never grown before, just to see what happens. So this is one of them I'm doing that with this year. Alright, I have everything planted. Chili, chocolate pear, Tabasco. These are my eggplants. They need warmer temperatures to germinate. Got my marigolds. Got lettuce and kale down here on the floor, and carrots. They will tolerate cooler temperatures. My floor is typically cold. There's some more marigolds. Chocolate pear tomatoes, Romas, early dolls, and sun golds. Now I gotta give everything a splash of water and set up my grow lights. I transferred my stinky poopy fish water to a smaller container. It's easier to pour. I can shut that a little bit, and I don't water quite so aggressively. I will water more as time goes on. I just want to moisten everything. And this, my friends, is going to be my life for the next 3 months or so. Watering, moving my grow lights, watering some more, but I really enjoy it. A lot of people, if they get their water from the tap like I do, people let the tap water air out, let some of the chlorine dissipate and things. I try to do that. I don't always have time to do that. And there we have it. These grow lights, once the plants emerge, will pretty much run 24/7. I don't have any heat mats, so while I am home, do not trust one of these. You will burn your house down. But I have a milk crate heater that I will run while I am home and can monitor it to get everything warm enough to germinate. The lights will run, like I said, 24/7. I will rotate them. Hey, this is my second gardening video. If you liked it, leave me a comment. Tell me you liked it. Tell me what you liked about it. And then maybe I'll continue that playlist. I might anyhow, just because I enjoy it. And thanks for watching. And if you like this, might think about subscribing too. I typically do motorcycle content, but gardening is another passion of mine, so we're going to dabble in it once in a while. I'll catch you later.